and it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times. So, you know, if I burn out, I burn out.
Pierce had it poked away, stolen by Jordan. Lojas down on the floor. It's loose to Humphries. 4 to shoot. Humphries 3.
You like the idea. Jordan coming up with the steal.
Oh, look at that. The 40-year-old dives to the hardwood.
To have a long career, that's the goal, to be in the league for 20 years. I tell you, that's the goal.
You know, it's all about winning championships and winning.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just...
Kevin Durant said something on LeBron's podcast that crossed a line nobody saw coming. And LeBron? He sat there laughing like it was the best joke of his life. They really thought they could take little jabs at Michael Jordan's legacy without anyone catching on. But they were wrong, because what followed exposed everything. The backlash hit instantly. Former players fired back, fans exploded online, and Jordan's legacy answered in the only way it ever needs to, with undeniable facts that made LeBron and Durant look out of their depth. It all unfolded on Mind the Game, the show LeBron James co-hosts with JJ Redick. Kevin Durant was the featured guest, with Steve Nash joining the conversation. What was supposed to be honest basketball talk between legends quickly shifted into something else entirely. A low-key gossip circle where two of the biggest stars of this era threw subtle shots at the greatest to ever play. And they did it casually, grinning the whole way through, thinking nobody would call them out.
10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Coward.
We come to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so he's like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I gotta be there.
I twist my ankle and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is, you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
Durant started off talking about commitment, about how players eventually have to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they still have the desire to keep going after so many years in the league. He said, players get to a point where they ask themselves if they still want to keep going. Then came the line that lit everything on fire. Durant added, some guys say, I want to go play baseball, then come back. And some guys say, I'm going 22 straight. The room froze for a moment. And then LeBron burst out laughing, not a soft laugh, but the kind that tells you he knew exactly what Durant was implying. Everyone watching knew, too. Durant was drawing a direct comparison. Michael Jordan, who stepped away to play baseball, versus LeBron James, who's pushed through more than 2 decades without a break. The implication was clear. Durant was calling Jordan a quitter. He was suggesting that longevity outranks greatness. Steve Nash nodded along. LeBron kept laughing. And suddenly, this wasn't just casual basketball talk anymore, it was a message. A quiet attempt to reshape the narrative. To claim that playing forever matters more than being untouchable at your peak. That showing up for 22 seasons somehow outweighs dominating the sport like nobody else ever has. But here's the truth.
Laker Nerd asks, why is the triangle offense less utilized in today's game?
To try to run the triangle offense right now, it'd be very challenging, just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
10 to shoot. Jake going right to the rack. No defensive communication.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
It's funny, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the all be all of everything.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Garth Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy, because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it up ahead.
They conveniently skipped the most important part of the entire story, the part that makes their whole argument not just wrong, but flat out disrespectful. Michael Jordan didn't retire in 1993 because he was bored. He didn't leave the NBA because he needed a new challenge, or because the game got too easy. Jordan stepped away because his father was murdered. James Jordan was shot and killed during a robbery, his body left on the side of a road. The man who pushed Michael to greatness, the man who believed in him before the world ever did, was suddenly gone. And at the exact height of his powers, after winning 3 straight championships, Jordan walked away. Not because he quit, but because he was grieving. Because he wanted to honor his father's memory by chasing the dream they had talked about together, playing professional baseball. So when Kevin Durant casually says, "Some people go play baseball," with that little smirk, he's not being clever. He's being dismissive. He's turning one of the most painful chapters of Jordan's life into a joke. And LeBron, laughing right there beside him, co-signed the disrespect. Neither of them brought up the real reason Jordan retired. Neither mentioned James Jordan. They just tossed out their punchline and moved on, acting like nobody would notice. And let's be clear about when Jordan retired. It wasn't after getting bounced in the first round. It wasn't after getting embarrassed in the finals. It wasn't because his team fell apart. Jordan retired after winning his 3rd straight championship. He climbed the mountain, planted his flag at the very top, and then walked away at the peak. Something Magic never did. Bird never did. Isaiah never did. 3 titles in a row, during the most dominant stretch any basketball player has ever produced. From 1991 to 1993, Jordan wasn't just the best player alive. He was playing the greatest basketball the sport has ever seen. So calling that quitting isn't just inaccurate. It's an insult.
But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically?
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times.
It might not be in the team's best interest, in your best interest, to play all 82. Is that something you've thought about at all since you made the goal?
That's a goal, but we'll see.
The next day,
I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ shows up, he might score 100.
You play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's...
And now we get to the part where the irony becomes impossible to ignore. Who's making these comments? Kevin Durant, a player whose own career is defined by quitting. Let's rewind. In 2016, after blowing a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, Durant made the decision that still shadows his legacy. He joined them, the very team that beat him. A 73-win juggernaut with Curry, Klay, and Draymond already in place. That move is still considered one of the weakest decisions in NBA history. Fans called him soft. Players clowned him. But KD didn't care. He wanted the easiest path to rings. And it didn't stop there. After bolting from Golden State, he quit on the Brooklyn Nets. Demanded a trade after failing to deliver anything meaningful. Couldn't handle the pressure. Couldn't carry a team on his own. Then came Phoenix. Same story. After less than 3 full years, he wanted out again. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a quitter? The guy who switches teams like Wi-Fi networks, always searching for the smoothest signal? And then there's LeBron. When Cleveland hit turbulence the first time, he sprinted to South Beach to join Wade and Bosh. When the Heat started slipping in 2014, he ran back to Cleveland. When that situation became uncomfortable, he packed his bags for Los Angeles. Every time adversity showed up, LeBron found the nearest exit route. So for these two to sit on a podcast and take shots at Jordan, a man who stepped away after a three-peat in the middle of unimaginable personal grief, that's not just bold. It's delusional. It shows a complete lack of self-awareness. And Durant didn't stop at the baseball jab. He kept talking, claiming that a player's real goal should be to play 20 years. Not championships. Not MVPs. Not maxing out their ability every season. Just longevity. Simply sticking around. Just collecting seasons like attendance badges. And LeBron sat there nodding like KD was dropping ancient wisdom. As if surviving 2 decades in the league is more impressive than being unstoppable at your peak. But this is where Michael Jordan's entire philosophy shatters their argument without him even speaking. Jordan never chased longevity. He chased excellence. Every single season, his mission was the same. Maximize himself. Maximize his team. Win championships. Win MVPs. Dominate both ends of the floor. Give everything. Hold nothing back. And if that meant the career was shorter, fine. Jordan said it plainly, if I burn out, I burn out. Then I'll go play golf somewhere. He cared about greatness, not just hanging around.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket. or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, you know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to.
He wasn't worried about playing 20 years. He was obsessed with being the best, with winning, with dominating, with building a legacy based on excellence, not endurance. Now compare that mindset to what Durant just said, that playing 20 years should be the goal. Not greatness, not legacy, just survival. Just sticking around long enough to collect checks and say you were there. Jordan played 15 seasons total, really only 13 full years when you account for his retirements. And in that short window he racked up 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 9 all-defensive selections. That isn't impressive. That's almost flawless. It's a resume nobody in NBA history has matched. Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. 39 seasons between them, nearly 3 times Jordan's peak. Almost 40 years of professional basketball. And together they've produced 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections. 40 years of basketball, and they still couldn't match what Jordan did in roughly a decade. Twice the time. Half the results. That's the truth behind longevity versus greatness. Jordan didn't just talk about his philosophy, he lived it. As a rookie in 1984, he played all 82 games. Back then, that wasn't a miracle, it was normal. 40 players played a full season that year. And Jordan didn't just show up. He ranked 4th in minutes per game and 3rd in total minutes across the entire league. From day one, he was an Iron Man in a far tougher era. This was a time when the league was more physical. Players flew commercial, teams had one trainer, practices were brutal, and 3 games and 4 nights were routine. And yet the stars still showed up. In the 1999 to 2000 season alone, 58 players played all 82 games. 58. More than half the league. Compare that to today. 2022 set the record for the fewest players to complete a full season. Then 2023 broke it, then 2024, then 2025. The worst availability in NBA history is happening right now, in the era of private jets, cryotherapy, full medical teams, sleep coaches, and every advantage money can buy. Why? Because the mindset changed. When LeBron started load managing when he sat out because he was tired, it sent a message across the league. If the supposed best player can take nights off, then so can everyone else. And that mentality spread. Role players rested. Bench players rested. Now even playoff games aren't guaranteed. Fans paying hundreds of dollars for tickets get told, sorry, load management. Jordan addressed all this without saying LeBron's or Durant's name. He talked about load management, about resting without injury, about comfort replacing competition. He said, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove myself. That fan in the top row worked hard to be there, I wanted to impress him. That's the difference. Jordan respected the game. He respected the fans. He understood the privilege of playing. LeBron has played a full 82-game season exactly once in 20-plus years. Durant? Only 3 times in his entire career. These are the guys preaching longevity like it's some badge of honor. As if merely showing up is more impressive than showing out. There's a story that defines Jordan's mindset. Artist Gilmore once told rookie MJ, if you want a long career, stop diving on the floor. Jordan looked at him like he was insane. Because to him, that was basketball, giving everything, every night, no matter the cost. Jordan and Bird both played under 15 full seasons. Because they emptied the tank. They didn't save themselves for year 20. They played for the moment, for the title, for the fans. Greatness to them meant intensity, not longevity, quality, not quantity. And their legacies prove it. Nobody questions Bird's greatness because he played 13 seasons. Nobody questions Jordan's greatness because he retired twice. We question the players who played longer and accomplished less. When that Mind the Game episode dropped, the backlash was immediate. Fans hammered them. Former players hammered them. Jordan's former teammates really hammered them. Stacey King, 3-time champion with MJ, unloaded. He mockingly called the show, Crimea River, and blasted LeBron and Durant for constantly trying to validate their greatness. He said, "Great players don't have to tell people they're great. You let fans decide that. When you start campaigning for it, that's a problem." He also shredded Durant's longevity argument. He pointed out the hypocrisy. KD talking about dedication and longevity while only playing 82 games 3 times, and LeBron only once. Then King reminded everyone of Durant's playoff failures without Steph. Brooklyn failed. Phoenix failed. All that talent, all those years. Nothing without a super team. Social media erupted even harder. One fan wrote, "Some people lose their father, retire,